So just a 3-point game now.
Roll up, baby. Let's get high.
Now the Patriot offense set to take over again, and with time quickly fading.
Let's smoke some, Joe.
Not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much.
It's always a time to get high.
In this situation, if they decide to take a shot.
You a boss. You getting big raises and shit, bringing in the bacon. Okay.
20 seconds remaining in the half as they'll line up here 1st and 10.
Man, why I do that?
That was before his time, coach.
Okay.
Going to get it.
On 1st down, Brady. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
Oh, Jada.
Scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10.
First, you gonna say the diplomat. That's the other one.
Nah, that was another.
Looking back to the air on 2nd down. It's Brady. Throw right side, going to be complete to Moss. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
Come on! God damn it!
What's his name?
Jim Jones.
Yeah.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
You can't say none of them without Cameron being involved in that.
On 1st and 10, here's Brady.
No, get out of bounds, you some bitch.
Picked off around the 37. Defenders giving chase, but I don't
Get the fuck out of here.
And it's a touchdown for the Jets. Charles, I'm looking at you and understandably your mouth is wide open in disbelief. What were they thinking?
That's going to be one of the great mysteries, but I do know this. When they went out on offense, I will guarantee they told them, don't just make anticipatory throws. Make sure you see it before you throw it. Didn't happen here.
Trying to protect that lead, and now they gave it up. So we've hit halftime here at MetLife Stadium with a home team.
That's a fucking touchdown.
We'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman and REA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, that'll be taken in the end zone.
Rest in peace, Prodigy.
And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Now the Jets offense about set to take over as they head onto the field. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
The Panthers.
And this is where I enjoy talking.
Fuck the Panthers. I don't want to hear nothing about that.
Tendency breakers, or counters, as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else. But
They
no
need to
matter how
put some
they
respect
phrase
on
it, staying
themselves.
on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
Oh, my bad. I ain't know.
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That one 28 yards on the ground.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead, give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. And they'll go with a ground attack here. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 11 more on that one and another 1st down.
Now this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Detroit! Detroit! Lucky 56.
They'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. And here the pressure from the outside linebacking spot.
And normally when that happens and they're able to get home, that means the other guys on his team helped him out a lot. And they occupied people to allow it to be no less than a one-on-one situation, allows him to get home.
A sizable gain there, 9 yards as they get it back to a 3rd and 5.
But you've got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a second and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
The Jets on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Back to throw. And he will find his man on the outside. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
No. Check. Patriot.
And on the ground they go with the running back. He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line.
If you're looking for glory, looking to get your name in the headlines, you do not want to play nose tackle. But how about what we just saw there? The ability to hold people up, take on extra blocks, and actually slip them and make a tackle on that play. That's big time.
Alert. 3 down. Detroit. Gun. Detroit. Gun.
He'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. Throw left side on target to Kane. Complete. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. First target, first catch, and a first down.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
Let's go. Green.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line, 2nd and goal. He'll get it up the middle.
Oh, God, man, my nigga just...
Touchdown, Jets. A great play there. With 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Jets are going to add on to their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes it a 21-10 game.
Oh, what kind of fucking throw was that? God.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Oh, I got hit. I got hit while I was throwing. God.
So here are the Patriots now. They get ready for their first possession of half number 2. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them.
Sir.
And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Brady now on 1st down. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A good pickup there, a 22.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
He's going to fire one deep. This is caught inside the 15.
Let's go.
And deep he goes into Jets territory before being taken down. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there. Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion, or even worse, an interception.
Brady to throw on second down. Flush to his right, and he slings one that's incomplete.
You got to be precise with your throws, especially in this situation. You're inside the 10-yard line going into the end zone. But sometimes the emotion, the excitement, sometimes the decisions just aren't made very well because of that.
What?
New England on third down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 8.
Crack it. Blue 20. Wide 20. Wide.
Now Brady. And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. As his guys are in for 6, and the Patriots have cut it back within a score. That's why you've got your star out there. Throw the ball to him. They did.
That's simply saying we don't care what coverage you put out there. He's so good, we're going there with the football anyway, and there's not a thing you can do about it.
Inside the red zone, they go to him. He gets it done. Working from the gun, it's Brady. This is caught. Was he in? Yes. 2 points. Vinatieri out there to kick this one away.
Yeah.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. The Jets offense now works their way back onto the field. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days, offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that. That's what they want to do. That's how they want to play, and that's how they got it done.
Yeah, they got it for a touchdown last drive. Let's see what happens here.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Being chased out left. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. Back to throw here. Room here to run. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. How about the big boys snagging one? You don't see that every week.
No, you don't, but a lot of them are just reliving their old dreams, going back to when they were in youth football and in high school. They didn't always play defensive line. Some of them actually handled the football, and you can see the flashback when he grabbed that one.
He's going to fire one deep over the middle.
That's
And
the
that
fucking
one
ball,
falls
Mouse.
incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at 2nd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep
Oh,
ball that is thrown
he overthrew it.
downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing
I was
man
out here
or
acting
zone.
like a
Eventually
pig.
that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Steps away. He
Get the
rifles one.
fuck out of here.
Picked off by Jamal Adams.
Man!
On EA
I
Sports.
should have just ran in and took the
Very
3.
highly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams. as we get set for the fourth quarter. Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. And they'll go on the ground. And he stopped immediately there.
Oh, what would it?
Now we're going to get a timeout here called by the Patriots. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter.
6 again.
Detroit! Detroit! Stand up in. Gun!
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Dancing to his left. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
I like his thought process and his ability to move and get downfield. But what I didn't like was the final decision, to go out of bounds. They want to keep the clock moving. Instead, they give the defense an extra timeout.
The Jets on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
He'll drop to throw. And he locates Walker, complete. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 10 yards is the pickup, good enough for a Jet 1st down.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on 3rd down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively, a backbreaker. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Going deep for Walker.
Get the fuck out of here, bro.
Jets.
Get the fuck out of here.
Yards. And the Jets find a way to stretch their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And got his man.
Goddamn little teasy, nigga. Fuck you mean, nigga.
All the way in. Touchdown, New England. A big play there. 81 yards. And the Patriots are back within a score.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting, but I am excited about this, and I know you are too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's
Man,
not
that's
done.
bullshit.
Come on, y'all. Lock up, dude. Shit.
And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter.
All this buffoonery he out here doing, y'all. here doing all this performance, boy.
There to kick this one away.
It's a fumble right here. He bring it out. Oh yeah, it's a fumble. I feel it. Oh yeah.
Good game, G. Yeah.
And all that work stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. So out now come the Jets. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the fourth quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers, fourth quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Now, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it, and let me tell you, if you're a running back,
They just letting this nigga run all over us.
Vision and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there.
Who was his running back?
Walker?
Walker. Hersh Walker?
But that nigga doing whatever the fuck he want to do.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
All right, here we go.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And very little room to maneuver. He'll get this down to about the 39.
That bitch doing what the fuck he want to do, boy.
Now the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down. They'll run it now out of the gun. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5. And this defense here going to burn their second timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down.
We got 3, fellas, we got 3. Gun, gun! Gun, gun! 51, Mike. Mike 51. Detroit! Detroit! Gun, gun! Gun, gun! Hey, here I come! Here I come! Gun, gun! Gun, gun!
They're going to look to throw. Flushed out right. Going deep for Walker. That's caught at the 25.
I did it right
They
there.
chalked that one up as a gain of 34 on 3rd down. Well, we haven't been shortchanged on offense. Another fun play to watch there on the deep pass.
This game has the feel of, what, a turkey bowl, a Thanksgiving Day. You know, when we get together this year, when the Davises and the Gardens get together, that's what our playbook's going to look like they're drawing them up in the dirt. And so far, it's working for both of them.
Did it right there.
Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. They run again with Walker. And he'll at least get him inside the red zone here, down to about the 19. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5. And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late 4th quarter, do they put the ball in the air here on 3rd?
I don't. I run the football, and I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I don't want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of an issue. But if I am going to throw it, quick throw, out to the perimeter, maybe one of my best receivers running a quick slant or something like that.
The Jets on 3rd down. They've been excellent, 6 for 7. This will be 3rd and 5. They'll look to throw here. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. Call it a gain of 3. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the 1st down. In this case, it didn't happen.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. A 33-yarder from the left hash. And his kick is right there. It's good, and that will double their lead as it's up to 6. So they get to 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. And the Patriots gearing up to go now. One possession game, time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts, got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up. Defensively, you can't just lay back and let them do whatever they want. So it is a cat and mouse deal here. How much pressure will the defense bring, and how much pressure can the offense handle?
We're going to find out. Brady now. A perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Back to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line.
What's up, bro?
And that one, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to come up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw. And it'll wind up being intercepted.
And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
A lot of scoring. There's no doubt about that in this one, Charles. Points, they were not at a premium. They were pretty easy to come by.
They were, but it was fun, wasn't it? Because both teams finding ways to click, and you know people.
They call a podcast Poppy. King goes, I see they tryna copy. Diamonds in the chains, bust down wrists. And you ain't never seen no like this. What? Tell me something I don't know. What?
B-boy, you played in the playoffs already?
On the late night, opposite of plate.